I actually just thought of a better way to explain it than to show you.
Even in these streets, you can't stop me. Won't you let me in? Won't you let me in? I'm in everywhere that you've been. I want to knock on the rules and not decide to win.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? So right now it's 6:52. I am leaving to go do my physical test for my new job. So so today I woke up at 5. I was planning on waking up around an hour earlier before my dad left for work, so I can ask him what the address is, because I completely forgot where it was. And I turned in the paper with the address on it to my dad's work, and I didn't know where it was, or I didn't know where to go. So I did some research. I found a place that was on the street where I remember the paper saying it was going to be on. So I ended up finding it, and then this morning, once I got up after hearing a door open and thinking it was my dad, it was my mom, and I was like, I don't know the address. So she took a picture of the paper that had the address on it, and the address that was on the paper was actually the one I looked up. So good thing she took a picture of the paper, and good thing that I found what I needed. So now I'm going there and to do my physical. After that, I'm gonna go to the gym. So see you later. Now I'm here at the place. It's 7:32. So I'm glad I got here early, even though I went back home and forgot my card. So after this, I'm gonna go back home. My original plan was going to the gym, but then I had an alarm set saying don't go to the gym tonight, because today's my day off, and usually I go to the gym in the mornings, but then on my days off I forget to go at nights, because my family goes at nights, so I want to go with them. But anyways, I'll see you later. Alright, well, that was a fast test. So once I walked in there, the lady's like, what's your last name, this, that, can I see a photo ID? So she had me fill out paperwork, and one thing that was wrong on there that she did was she put an X on female, and I'm like, I'm sorry, it's actually male. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I get it all the time. So I had like 3 tests. One of them, the first one was, well, actually I did like 5 things. The first one was I was on a bicycle, and I was just warming up the blood flow. And then I did some stretching. I put my legs straight up. I was trying to touch my toes, but I was able to touch the ground, and I'm never that flexible. But after that, I did some I don't know what they're called. I'm gonna say the side crunches, where you bend to the side and then you twist your back and forth. And then after that, the first heavy lifting test I did was I was standing on a scale, and I had to put my feet on the line, right behind the line, and then I had to hold this bar, and I had to lift up as hard as I could until where I couldn't. And then, so the average was like 190, 195. That was the goal. I got 255. So that was really good. And then he's like, oh dang. After that, I was on this back machine. So right now this clip is actually later at the end of the night where I'm actually editing this video. I actually just thought of a better way to explain it than to show you. So anyways, for the pull-up bar, I was on a plywood that was about 4 inches off the ground, and I spread my feet out and I had to arch my back. And I had to pull up this bar as high as much as I could. I can only stop the test. So I lifted up, and that's where I got 255 pounds. And then this is where the other test was, where I had to bend at 12 degrees, 24, 36, 48, 16, 72. So for 72, so the A, this bottom line right here, is the average, and then the L is me. So that's where I overachieved, except the last one. The last one was a little hard for me. Actually, it's actually 12 degrees, not 0. But so this is actually a bad chart of me trying to explain what I've achieved in the lower back. But anyways, this A line right here is actually the average, and this L line is actually what I have achieved. As you can see, for most of it, I have done above average until this last one. These numbers are backwards, but the results are the same. So that's what I think I remember seeing. But anyways, when I started out with, it was at this angle down at this end, I got around above average, and then keep getting above average until I got to this one, which was at a slope like this. I thought the further back you were going to lean sitting on the chair was going to be easier, but it was actually much more difficult. Okay, so before I actually went home, I stopped at Loomis Basin Equine Medical Center because since my mom and my sister's selling Fox, we needed to get a vet check. A vet check is like checking to see if everything to the horse is okay. So now we're leaving, and looks like Fox was good, but she had some small injuries from before that we didn't know about. So anyway, she was good, and now we're gonna go home, and my mom's gonna go back to work, and today is my sister's first day of college. So after the last clip, my mom, my sister, and I, we all got home. We put everybody out in the field, and everybody started running. Captain was running up the hill, and he's like, "Ooh, everybody's home. We all go say hi." So once we let everybody out, like Heidi and Fox, they all ran down the hill, and Captain's just hopping over the weeds, since how small he is, since he's a mini. And after that, we all went up to the house, we all parked, and then we did about 4 or 5 hours of yard work. Our priority was to get the chicken coop all cleaned up. I mean, I got the ground all cleaned up, but just taking a shovel and just raking it sideways. And we were thinking about doing a bonfire, or a little fire pit, a bonfire out in the driveway. But I was thinking, one of our friends, Mark, he has 2 jobs. One, he works for the internet, so he comes by often. He just came today. And 2, he's a chief for the fire station that's just down the road from the house. So I was thinking, instead of us bringing it all the way up here just to make it easy, just to light it on fire, why don't we just ask Mark for permission with his supervision, since he's a chief for that fire station. Just ask him, just, hey, can we can we have your supervision and advice to see if we can start a bonfire over here with like 4 fire extinguishers if something goes out of hand? So that's just what I thought. So anyways, we cleaned up that area, and then we put gates around, and then a green tarp around so hawks don't get down and take the chickens. And then I've been relaxing for maybe an hour or two. And then my dad, when I was at the races that my sister was racing at, Saturday or something, or Sunday, my dad found my old headphones that I'd lost for maybe a week or so. We parked in the same exact spot where we were at last time we were there. And my dad's like, "What's that? Is that headphones?" And I didn't hear it. I didn't hear him say that. I just saw my mom reaching under, grabbing something. And once she came back from under, it was my headphones. My dad's like, "Well, I guess I scored a pair of headphones." I'm like, "Oh, that's mine. I lost those." And I actually did. I actually did lose them. And these are mine. And when I turned it on, it was at 90%. So I just charged it. I'm still charging it. So now my mom and I are going to the gym. And see you later. So ever since the last clip, my parents and I, we all went to the gym, and we spent about an hour there, and then my headphones did work. They were still working great. So we all got back home. I just took the trash down the hill because our trash day is Tuesday morning. So I took it down. I take it down on Monday nights. So I got nothing else to update you on, so I think I'm in the vlog right here. So thank everybody for watching. If you did enjoy, please subscribe to watch more vlogs. I think have a good day.